Ladies and gents, folks of YouTube, welcome back, and welcome if you're new. Don't forget to subscribe while you're here. So today we're getting a real early start, got tons of stuff to do. Look at the energy these guys have, it's so early. So yeah, getting an early start, got lots to do. I just got in this Honda Shadow. It is a 2004 Shadow 1100. Really cool little bike. It belongs to a nice lady that lives up the road. It's an 04 and only has 3,000 miles. So she doesn't do a ton of miles, but it still has the original, or had the original tires on it. So we're gonna put new tires on it, and we're gonna do a full service, get it tip top, because the weather's nice and she wants to ride. So seeing as I don't have a tire changer, I get my tires done at my buddy Doug's shop in Santa Clara. It's called Santa Clara Cycles. Doug is super cool dude. So I dropped off the tires yesterday, and let's go pick them up. He texted me this morning and said that they're done. So yeah, we'll go grab those, finish the service, and I also bought a couple more bikes sight unseen, and they're supposed to get delivered today. So that's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited about it. Just a couple little bikes to play with. You know me, I can't say no, especially to Hondas. All right, guys, we are here. Santa Clara Cycle Accessories. Let's check out what they got for inventory today. So Doug always has a good selection of bikes here, from dirt bikes to street bikes. Little 250 action. This thing is a 450R, and it's like brand new. It's a 2019, and it has like no use on it, and it's got full exhaust. And yeah, crazy that somebody would buy a brand new one and then not use it. This little Kawasaki is super clean. Little KE100. Yeah. Some other stuff over there, entry-level bikes. But he's got some good stuff inside. Oh, and there's the man there, hard at work. Just look at the focus.
Okay.
Little 2014 Gixxer, super clean. Busa, it's got some cruisers going on. I love this little 48. Mr. Doug, how's it going?
What's happening?
Gonna be a big star on the YouTubes.
Perfect.
Just working away.
Working away.
Doug even has some Italian stallions here. Aprilia. But check this one out. I'd love to put this in my living room. $11.99 Panigale. What? All right, boys, we made it back, and it's already a hot one. It's not even that late yet. It's like 1 o'clock. It's already hot as heck. But the show must go on, and we're gonna keep trucking. My buddy Jeff is on the way with a couple motorcyclers we're gonna buy off of him, which is awesome. So in the meantime, let's get to work on this Honda Shadow service. Oh, just got the kids out there sunning themselves a little bit. And back to the hovering 1100. So we're gonna throw the tires on first, and I just got a shipment in. Got a new filter for it. Spark plugs came in. So yesterday I got the air filter. So I guess now we're just waiting on the oil. I also want to check the coolant, see what it looks like. I believe I have some of that though, where I don't need to go get any if it needs changed. And then yeah, brake flush, got to do that too. Much easier to do once we get the tires back on the bike. To get the rear tire off, I had to take this top pipe off just to get this bolt out, the axle bolt. But oh, it could be worse. It could be worse. If you've ever done a tire on like a Rocket 3 Triumph, you'll know it could be worse. All right, guys, a little tech tip. When I take wheels in off the bike to have tires, I put a little piece of tape on there with the direction, just to be sure that they put the tire on the right way. Just to save time and the confusion, I always just do that. Huh, Thor, what do you think, buddy? All right, guys, Jeff brought me some goodies. What do we got, Jeff?
Got a 81 XR80 and a 97 XR100.
You!
See what we can bring back from the band here.
Future pit bikes.
100's almost rideable right now. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad.
No.
In the picture, I couldn't tell that this was tape. I thought it was like tape back here or something.
Yeah, that's
so that's like way not as bad as I thought.
guess it's got some extra grip.
A little padding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So let's take a look at these things on the ground. So yeah, a little XR100 action, and it's a little bit rough, but he said he got it to half start on starting fluid, so I don't know. That one will probably run pretty easy. This one's missing some stuff. It's missing an exhaust, carburetor, and coil in that. It's a cute little bike, that's for sure. I don't know, we'll find some use for it. If not parting it out, I don't know. We shall see. This one would be a perfect little yard bike. It's got an awesome back tire on it already. It's missing a side cover, but I'm sure I can get one of those. But yeah, for the yard, the little 100 is perfect. I could probably use a new front tire, but we'll get it running before we do anything. All right, back tire's mounted up. Let's get the front one on. All right, so gallon of 1040, the old Pro Honda GN4 good stuff. All new spark plugs, NGK, DPR8 EA-9. So all four of those guys. Nice high flow air filter, and of course a genuine Honda oil filter. So yeah, tires are on, bike's looking good. Let's knock out this service and then flush the brakes. So we're going to start off by changing the oil. Oops. The oil filter right there, and then the drain bolt is right there. It's a number 17. Super straightforward. Just pop the drain bolt, pop the filter off, let her drain. So anytime you're changing the oil, it's always really awesome when you drop it in the oil. I don't know, I always do that by accident. But yeah, oil's out. Last bit's dripping. Oil's pretty dark on this thing. I don't know if it was the original stuff or what. She'll be fresh now. All right, moving on. We're gonna replace the air filter. Air filter is just held in with 4 Phillips screws. Super easy, and it looks like this one may have gotten gnawed on by a rodent at one point. This whole area is pretty dirty, and I've been spraying Simple Green and trying to wipe it down. Definitely wear gloves when you're dealing with rodent feces and whatnot. Ugh. New air filter is in. I tried to clean it up the best I could. Onto the spark plugs, number 18. Pretty easy to get to on this particular model. I think on one of the models it's a pain in the butt, but I can't remember which one it was. The 04 VT1100, super easy to get to. And now moving on to the brake flush. The rear reservoir is behind this little chrome cap here. So you just pop that off, pop the lid off. You can see the fluid down in there. Bleeder's here, and we are going to use the vacuum bleeder because it's awesome. Right, so with my big thing of .4 here, I can't fit it in to the reservoir, so I made a handy dandy little aluminum foil thing, and we're just going to set that there, and I can run fluid down into it. Give her a hold on to there. Brake fluid is super corrosive, so be careful. Since I sucked all the shit out of the reservoir, let's suck it all out of the brake line here.
Crack that bad boy.
Moving on to the front, 2 Phillips screws hold the little reservoir cap on. Calipers on the opposite side. The calipers, the bleeders on these are actually 10 millimeters, which is cool. But yeah, straightforward, simple. All right, so there's the 15-year-old brake fluid there. Pretty dark. So what I like to do is suck out all the fluid out of the reservoir first. Perfect. Before we start bleeding the line, top off the reservoir, and that way we're not sucking air through the system. And normally this works easy breezy, and when you're by yourself, you can't really do the old school method. All right, so for your rear differential, this is the drain right here, so you just drain the oil out. If it's super bad, you might have to do some flushing, but if you do this regular, it shouldn't be an issue. So good old number 6, take that guy out, drain it out. This is where you fill it, and you just fill it until it starts to leak out. And they want you to use SAE 80 for this. Super easy, takes, 5-10 minutes. Alright guys, another warm summer day out here getting it done. We did a full service on the Shadow 1100 here. Oil change, air filter, flush the brakes. I checked the coolant and actually everything looked brand new. So we're not messing with that. The bike does only have 3,000 miles. New tires, went with some Dunlops on there. Yeah, and also because of the age, not the miles, I just went over all the fasteners and all that stuff just to make sure everything was tight. But she's a good running Honda, so normally on the Hondas you don't run into problems with stuff loosening up and that. But yeah, real straightforward. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe while you're here, and we'll see you tomorrow on the next one.